Hey guys, how you doing? This is Juan with Liberty Graphic Designs. Today we're going to be sublimating cups, coffee mugs, whatever you guys want to call it. So don't go anywhere. We're going to be sublimating just 3 of them. Okay, so somebody asked me a question today on Etsy, on my Etsy store. And this question was about the shrink wraps. Now, I apologize, I don't remember the name of the person that asked me the question, but this is what the question was. Can these sublimation shrink wraps, can they be used on cups? And I said, yes. Actually, she said, can they be used on mugs? I said, yes, they can. I can make a video so you can see that they can be used on mugs. I guess the question was because these things, they're so long. But then I said, you can actually, if you're going to be sublimating cups like this, because she said it was 12 ounces, a 12-ounce mug. I was like, yeah, you can actually get 2 of them. So, and I told her I was going to make the video. And this is what we're doing. So, like I said, this is one of the shrink wraps. For those of you that don't know what a shrink wrap is, shrink wrap is gonna go around the mug to keep the sublimation image together. So, let me cut this. Like I said, you can cut it and get 2 out of them. So there you go. There's 2. The only difference that we're going to do on this one is we're going to have to cut them in half. Because if you slide the cup in there, you'll notice that you're not going to be able to slide the mug in there because, well, it has a handle. So the handle is going to keep it from going in there. Let me show you. Obviously, you can see it's not going in there. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to cut it in half, and this shrink wraps, they're actually perforated, so you can remove them a lot easier when you're done sublimating. So another thing you're going to be doing once you cut it in half like this, I know I still don't have the image in there. I'm just showing you what I'm going to do. So if you notice, once you put it around, you're gonna have the handle is gonna be in the way, so you're just gonna have to cut a little bit. You're gonna have to cut a little bit where the handle is. That way the shrink wrap can go all the way around. It don't have to, but it just makes it easier. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna cut a little bit right here, there, and over here. I'm sorry, I know you cannot see it because my hand's in the way, but I'm cutting just a little bit. So as you can see, I just did a little cut right there. This one is not that deep, so we're going to cut a little more. And what you're going to need on this one, you're going to need some heat resistant tape. So that's what you're going to be doing. So one of the questions that I get asked a lot is, what kind of paper are you using and what kind of printer are you using? I'm using an Epson F as in Frank 570, Epson F570, and I'm printing an Epson sublimation paper. This is how wide my paper is, not this way, this way. My printer can print 24 inches, so that's what this is. I'm printing a 24-inch paper, and as you can see, it's a bunch of images on it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut these images. Again, I only need 3 because I'm only sublimating 3. And you might be asking yourself, why did you print in all of them? Well, I didn't want to waste all the paper. I'm gonna get some more mugs. I only ordered 4 samples, and the customer really liked it, and he said, just go ahead and make the rest of them and order some more. So that's why I'm making this ones for the video. So all I'm doing right now is I'm just cutting the excess paper. That's all I'm doing, just so I can see placement on the mug. So just in case if you guys are wondering what I'm doing, I'm just cutting the excess, again, the excess paper. Yes, I'm making a mess on the floor, but it's okay. It's a good kind of mess. So just like that. Again, these shrink wraps, they're actually perforated. You probably cannot see it. You'll see it once I pull it. See how they're perforated? So, and again, this is so you can cut it easier once you're done. Now all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it against the other one that I already cut. Remember those little cuts that I did? And I'm gonna cut it that way they fall on the same spot for the handle. And you don't have to be perfect. So that's it. Let me grab another shrink wrap. If you guys need shrink wraps, you can actually find these at my Etsy store. And there's a link in the description below to my Etsy store. And I can put a link to the actual shrink wraps. If you guys want to get some shrink wraps. If you guys are wondering where I got this cups from, I got this ones from JDS. You can see it right here. JDS Industries. I do not get any kickbacks from them. It would be nice if I did, but I don't get any kickbacks from JDS. So as you notice, I'm grabbing the cup by the handle. I don't want to touch the actual mug because I don't want to leave any fingerprints in there. You know, our hands are pretty oily, and I don't want to put any oils on it, preventing the sublimation from happening or having spots in there. That's why I'm not touching the mug. So now what I'm doing is I'm cutting this other one same way as the other two, and I'm gonna cut a slit on this one. And I'm just kind of showing you guys what I'm doing, because in my other videos you guys get mad because I'm over here doing my stuff and I'm not showing you, and you guys get mad and you guys leave some really nasty comments. And that's why I'm showing you, because to me it's like, it's very self-explanatory. I'm just cutting a slit. But you guys want to see everything that I'm doing, and I can't blame you for that. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply this to the actual, not apply it, but I'm gonna stick it to the actual mug. I'm gonna do one so you guys can see it. So what I'm gonna do, if you guys are not very good with centering, eyeballing, I mean, you can actually set the cup and then draw a line, either an imaginary line or actually draw a line, and then put a mark right here so you can find the center, because these cups don't have a center. And then just put your what do you call it, your artwork on that center. I'm just gonna eyeball it this way, and then I'm gonna grab the cup because I want to make sure that my lines, the text, is actually straight. So I'm sorry if I'm not showing you this part. I just want to make sure. Let me see if you can see it. This camera has really a hard time what do you call it, focusing. But what I'm doing is I can see the text right there, so I'm trying to make sure that this is straight. At the same time, I'm trying to make sure that the distance from the bottom of that text is the same. The bottom of the text to the bottom of the cup is roughly the same from the top of the artwork to the top of the cup. And again, if you're not exactly in the center, make sure that it looks very, very symmetrical. Once you got it where you want it, take a piece, and what I'm doing is I'm cutting a piece of tape from here. Take a piece of heat resistant tape, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna apply it. I'm gonna put 4 pieces, so I don't want it to move. And yes, this one is clear, this tape. I don't even know if you can see it. It's really hard to see. They make different colored heat tape. Okay, so I'm gonna use another one so you can see this one. And this one is yellow. So this one you can see it. It doesn't matter which one you use. They all work the same. You just wanted to basically hold the artwork for you. If you have blue, the three colors I've seen is clear, blue, and this yellow one. So, but again, there might be some other colors out there that I don't know. But again, color has nothing to do with it as long as it's a heat tape. So that's it. We got the artwork on that one done. Let me get the other ones out of the box. And if you have any questions, guys, please let me know. If you notice that I forgot something on this video, or that we make mistakes. If I call something what it's not, like for example, instead of saying cup, and you guys know this by a coffee mug, something like that. If you see any mistakes that I do, please let me know. So again, what I'm doing is I'm just eyeballing see the handle? I know the handle's in the center, so I'm just imaginary line, and then when I see the imaginary line on top, that's where I'm gonna put the center of my artwork. If you want, you can actually put a little crease, bend the artwork, but you have to be right in the center, and then put a folded so you see that little crease, and you can tell where the center is. I'm sorry, I'm not going to show you this right now. Not that I don't want to, it's just that I want to make sure that I'm right in the center. And I'm just eyeballing it. If you can see the paper, I'm just eyeballing it to the center. And then I'm going to bring it down. And just like I showed you on the other ones, I'm just trying to make sure that my artwork, it's in the center this way and this way. So, and when I think it's right in the center, then we just hold it down. And again, put some heat tape. Again, I'm just using yellow heat tape just for the video, just so you guys can see it. I like using the clear one better. I think it holds better, but I think it's just me, okay? So, but I have a lot of yellow heat tape, so I need to get rid of it so I can use the clear one. And again, all I'm doing is just grabbing tape from here, and this thing holds it for you so you can cut it. Because in the past I didn't use that, and it's really hard because you gotta get that roll and cut it with a scissors or cut it with a knife. It's just not, it's not very friendly. So let's get this other one out. The reason why I'm doing this right now is because the customer's gonna be here tomorrow. He's wanting to get some more mugs, not like this one's. The other one's just for a restaurant, and they want to get some beer mugs. And if it comes tomorrow, I want to have this ready so he can take them. Again, you already saw what I'm doing. I'm doing the same exact thing. Only this time, I'm not showing you. But again, guys, if you have any questions, please let me know. If you guys want to find this tape, I have a link on the description below, so you can get it from Amazon. And I think the one on the link that I have is only for the yellow one, not for the clear one. I look up the clear one and make sure I put it there. Okay, so now I have my artwork on all three of them. And this whole time, guys, I actually had the oven already going because I want it to be nice and hot by the time I get ready to put them in there. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take, this is the piece of shrink wrap. This is the one that we cut. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sort of line it up in the center where I have an overlap or overhang, whatever you want to call it, on top and bottom. And then remember those slits that we made, you know, that way we can put the plastic or the shrink wrap in there. And then what I'm gonna do, if you feel that you're fighting it right there, cut another one. Let me show you real quick. So if you feel that you're gonna be fighting the inside of it, which most of the time you do, cut another piece of that plastic out where you have a piece like that. That way, when you go to put it in there, it's gonna go inside the handle, and I'll show you in a little bit. So let me line it up. Okay, so right there. So that way when you put this in there, it goes inside the handle easier. Oops, I just slid it. It's gonna slide because it's very slippery. It's gonna slide. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put one of the pieces in there, and then I'm gonna put a piece of tape. So let me grab the tape. I'm gonna be doing this off camera. Okay, so I got tape right here, and let me move this out of the way. So I'm gonna move one in there, put a piece of tape. Probably easier if you put the tape on the shrink wrap before you put it through the handle. Okay, so there you go. The tape is on the shrink wrap, and then just run your tape, and make sure you're using heat tape, okay? Because you don't use the regular clear tape. If you use regular clear tape, the adhesive on the regular clear tape is gonna burn into the cup, and you're gonna stain it really bad. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put put another one inside, okay? If you want to put 3, go ahead. You know, put 3 inside. You know, if you want to feel better or more secure, put 3 of them in there, and then you're gonna bring this over, and it's gonna overlap. If it doesn't overlap, don't worry. If your mugs are bigger than the shrink wrap, you can use another piece and just overlap it, and then do the same thing that I'm gonna do right here. It's gonna be kind of hard to see because it's white. But if you notice, this piece is going to overlap over on the other one that I already taped to the cup. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a piece right there. It don't have to be like super tight. Like right now I got it somewhat tight. It don't have to, because we're going to shrink it. And then just put more tape. So just in case if you guys are asking, how long of a piece of tape are you cutting? If you're asking me, my pieces of tape are about 1.5 inches to 2 inches. If you want to put, let me switch over to this other one, okay? This one is easier to see. If you don't feel comfortable putting those small pieces of tape, cut one that's like 4 inches. That way you feel more comfortable with it and fighting it, because it keeps sticking. So there you go. This one is like, man, that was almost like 6 inches long. 6 inches long. So if you feel more comfortable by cutting longer pieces of tape like that, go ahead. It's not going to hurt it. It's actually going to help it. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to use this yellow one because I want you guys to see it better. So yes, just like that. And now I'm going to do the same thing to the bottom and the top. So when I cut a smaller piece, and this one you might have to fight it a little bit, because remember the cup at the top, it's a small lip, it's not really big. Just like that. And then I'm going to bring this one, overlap it, and I'm going to put another one there. So this one that is going to overlap the top of it, it is a longer piece. Again, because, you know, just in case if you don't feel too comfortable doing those smaller pieces, you can. On this one, I'm not even gonna put one at the bottom. I'm just gonna put one on top. Because you'll see this tape actually holds really good. So, just like that. So I'm gonna leave it just like that. And then I'm gonna do the other. Actually, let me put the shrink wrap on the other two, and then I come back and shrink them. Okay, so I'm gonna use gloves because that's another thing that you guys are always on me about. It's using gloves. Trust me, it's not that hot. To me, at least, it's not that hot, but I'm gonna use them. I'm gonna use the gloves just so you don't tell me to use gloves. And what I'm doing is I'm just shrinking the shrink wrap. This is so you guys can see. Just like that, and it don't have to be like super perfect, you know. That right there, it's gonna shrink even more inside the oven, so you don't have to be like super perfect. Just like that. Let me grab this other one. Now let me stop on this one. Let me show you something, okay? On the last video that I made with the tumbler, I put a piece of paper at the bottom, this circle. You can do that here as well. That way the shrink wrap won't stick to the cup. But this one, I'm not gonna put it in there. I usually don't leave them in the oven for that long. So, but yeah, make sure you put a piece of paper at the bottom. If you're leaving it there for like 6 minutes, which you're not supposed to, but yeah. Okay, so that's it. See, that's how easy it was. They're ready to go. All I gotta do now is put them in the oven. Okay, so this here's a little toaster oven that I'm gonna be using, and I'm gonna put a link in the description below because again, this is another thing that you guys are asking. You guys want to know where I got this oven from. I actually got this oven from Walmart. I paid $45. Of course, you know, things go up in price. On Amazon, you can find this one on the link that I'm gonna put below. This one is actually like $57 on Amazon, free shipping though. But I paid $45 for this one. So if you guys can go to Walmart and get it, this is a Ulster's. You can look it up on the link below. And then if you guys want to go to Walmart and buy it, or you can just get it from the link on Amazon. So, okay, so I'm going to use the same piece of paper. And this is another thing, see, you know, things to me like this, when I say regular piece of paper, to me is self-explanatory. But some of you are asking what type of paper. When I say regular piece of paper, I mean regular printer paper. This is the one that's in your printer. Nothing fancy about it. It's not parchment paper. It's just a piece of paper that I got from my printer. That's what I mean. And the reason why I'm saying that is because some of you are asking what type of paper. It's like 20-pound paper. And what I do is I just put this one in here at the bottom. You don't want to be opening the door too much, which brings me to another point. Some of you are asking when I do the tumblers, do I spin them? No, I don't. I put them in there. I forget about them, you know, for 4 minutes on the tumblers. For this one's 5 minutes. So on this one's, on this cup, since the image is on this side, normally the back of the oven is hotter. I'm going to face that away, okay? We're going to put our mugs in the oven. And for ceramic, I want to go a little hotter. So we're going to be, or a little higher. I'm going to be at 450, and I'm going to go for 6 minutes. Okay, so the reason why I went a little hotter on ceramic is because one, ceramic takes a little longer to get hotter, or to get hot to temperature. And a little longer for that reason too. I got 3 mugs, and this is a very small oven. If I only had one cup, 1 mug, I would have kept it at 400 for 5 minutes, and that would have been good. But since we got 3 mugs on such a small oven, I'm gonna go 450. Am I at 450? Yeah, 450 for 6 minutes, just to give it a little extra time for the oven to actually warm up to temperature. Okie dokie, so our cups should be ready. And when you get them out of the oven, don't try messing with them right away. Make sure that you let them cool down. And as you can see, the paper is it's pretty toasty. So, but yeah, I mean, the paper won't burn. It's just regular printer paper. That's it. So this is it. I used it twice. So that's it. Okay, so I noticed that my gloves are marking the cups. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take one of these. Let's take this one. And as you can see, you don't need to add a lot of tape. I just put a lot of tape on those, just just in case if you guys don't feel comfortable, you can do that. Now, okay, so one of the things, if you're doing sublimation, one of the things that you know if your sublimation was done correctly, you can actually see the image through the paper. And on this one, I can see the image, but not the way that I want to see it. Normally, let me see if you can see it. Oh, it already came off. Oh, look at that. It actually looks nice. So there you go. So just so you know, let me see if it'll focus. Just so you know, if you can tell, there's the letters are all distressed. That's how the font looks. Not that it didn't sublimate it correctly, but that's how it looks. So that looks very, very nice. So let's do the other ones. Again, I'm using this towel because these gloves have some sort of vinyl on it, and it's marking the cups. And all I'm doing right now is, again, just removing the shrink wrap. And as you can see, you see that little dark right there? I don't think you can see it, but that's part of the glove. Hopefully it'll come off. Okay, so just to recap, I actually put the cups in there for 450 for 6 minutes, okay? I know I said at the beginning that I was going to do it for like 400 for 4 minutes. I forgot that this is a ceramic. Ceramic takes a little longer to get hot, and that's why I left it there for a little longer and a bit hotter than usual. So again, if you can see your image right through the paper, that's a good sign that it's sublimated correctly. Now this tape, the clear one, so this is why I like using the clear tape, because it actually grabs on really good. Don't want to come off. That's easy. That's why we have a knife. And I'm still trying to get the shrink wrap out. Let me move the camera so you guys can see what I'm doing. Again, just removing this. There's a piece of tape on the other side right here. And again, just for those of you that missed it, the reason why I got a towel right here is because my gloves are marking the cup and I don't want to ruin it. So let me do it this way so you guys can see what I'm doing, which I'm just removing the tape, and there you go. That looks really good. That looks amazing. There you go. So that's how this mugs look. Let me get the other one. And again, I know I sound like a broken record. You don't need all that tape, okay? There's no sense, no need to be wasting all that tape. And remember on my last video, oh no, you don't remember. So there you go. Make sure that you remove this tape while it's still warm, okay? Because sometimes, especially like now that I left it here for 6 minutes, sometimes it'll stick to the rim or the bottom of the cup. The shrink wrap will stick to it. So you don't want it to stick, okay? So make sure you remove it while the cup is still warm, okay? Look, the yellow tape comes off a lot easier, as you can see that. The clear one is not that easy, and that's what it looks like with a piece of tape. Let me remove that tape, and there you go. And that's how you do sublimation mugs. I keep marking this thing. So there you go. That's how you do coffee cups. Again, using the Ulsters. I paid $45 for the oven. You're gonna see a link in the description below if you guys want to get this same oven. This is a convection oven. If you want to get the same one, you can find it on Amazon. You will see a link in the description below. But I will, if you guys don't want to pay more than 45 bucks, I actually paid like $48 with taxes. Say 50 bucks, right? Go to Walmart, get it at Walmart. It'll cost you 50 bucks unless it already went up in price. That's what I paid for it. If you want to get it from the link below, you can get it for about $57, including shipping. So there you go. So this looks really nice. Be careful when you're working with ceramic. Ceramic holds heat a lot longer. So again, make sure you wear gloves. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you liked it. If you find this video useful, give it a thumbs up. Remember, get some of these shrink wraps, and you can cut them in half to make use them on your coffee cups. If you have bigger coffee cups, don't worry, you can use that same. Just wrap it with heat tape. This heat tape, and you can find a link in the description below for this heat tape, not for the whole thing, right, but for the tape itself. And that's it, guys. It was a pleasure, like always, making these videos for you. I hope you liked it. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and you make sure you ding the bell so you're notified when I upload new videos. Thank you for watching, guys. I'm gonna get out of here because it's pretty late. I'm always making videos really late. Right now it's, look at that, it's 12, you can't even see it, 12:27 a.m. February 23rd. Dang, gotta go get some sleep. Gracias, we'll see you mañana. God bless you, I'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye now. Thank you for watching. See you later.